Good evening, YouTube. Paisano's Music and Vinyl Talk. Paisano coming at you from the rock and roll dungeon. As you'll notice, my co-host, Genevieve, is not with us tonight. She had a long day and is sound asleep. That's the way it goes sometimes, so it's just me and you. All right, and we're going to talk about the Velvet Underground and their second studio album called White Light, White Heat. And there were some changes in order for this one. The first album, the Velvet Underground and Nico was out, as was Andy Warhol, who was the artist that was involved with them and was credited with producing the album. He couldn't produce music. I highly doubt he is a cat jumping around down here. Andy Warhol was not a music producer. But he was gone too. His influence, whatever it was gone, and it was just the four of them. Lou Reed, John Cale, Sterling Morrison, and Maureen Tucker. Together, they were a revolution unto themselves. Out with the nice songs, and in was the dirty, gritty, distorted, down and dirty. This one was, no doubt. And there's a story that goes with this album. I don't have an actual vinyl album to show you. I have the cover, obviously, but I don't have the album. At my mother's house, when I bought this in the late 80s, I hadn't had it very long. I had it long enough to record it onto a cassette, I believe, and I have since bought it on CD. Following the tragic incident I'm about to tell you. But I was carrying it down the basement to play it, and it fell out of the jacket, and it bounced down the stairs and smashed into a million pieces. So, there was another, that staircase claimed some more music. Earlier in the channel, I reviewed the Beatles' Past Masters, which was a collection of Beatles songs throughout their career that hadn't appeared on the UK albums for whatever reason. But I don't think I mentioned that I had originally bought that on cassette, and I dropped, I think either one or both of the cassettes down that very same staircase and smashed. And then I bought the vinyl. So that's how you ended up with the Beatles' Past Masters review on vinyl. Although I will be getting to the CDs and the cassettes after the albums are done. And the way I figure it, there's just over a year left of actual vinyl. So, all you vinyl fans, I hope you're not going to take off on me. I'm still going to talk about rock and roll. You know that. Paisano's all about the rock, and we're going to talk about it, if you know what I mean. All right, let's get back to the Velvet Underground and their second studio album. They talk about drugs. They talk about transsexualism. They talk about gender operations, gender-changing operations. Drugs played a big part in this subject matter and in the making of it. The very reference to White Light, White Heat is about methamphetamines. And David Bowie actually does, David Bowie actually did a great cover of White Light, White Heat for his BBC, one of his BBC sessions in the early 70s. Covered it very nicely. Gave it the Bowie touch. but this was definitely an interesting album. White Light, White Heat kicks off side one. The Gift. The Gift is based on a short story written by Lou Reed before he formed the Velvet Underground, and it's a spoken word piece with John Cale doing the reciting of the story, and the band playing in the background. There's a lot of distorted guitar playing quietly in the background, under the spoken word, and it describes a young man that was trying to conduct a long distance relationship with his girlfriend, and she broke it off, and he ended up mailing himself in a large cardboard box. And I'm not going to spoil it for you. If you're that interested, give it a listen. But it has a very tragic ending. The Gift. 8 minutes and 14 seconds. It's followed by Lady Godiva's Operation, which was a sex change operation. And side one finishes with Here She Comes Now. Side two, I Heard Her Call My Name. And 17 minutes of a distorted jam known as Sister Ray. Describes there's hints of a transsexual orgy going on in this, but 17 minutes. That's pretty impressive. One of the longest songs you're going to hear on a rock record. That and In-A-Gadda-Da-Vida by I Am Butterfly. And, those are the two longest that come to mind. It's produced by Tom Wilson. Recording engineer Gary Kellgren. It's a shot of the band as they appeared in 1968. Came out on Verve Records. And like I mentioned, I don't have a record to show you. But Lou Reed's guitar playing in this is something else, man. Wow. White Light, White Heat, I Heard Her Call My Name is just wild. Wild guitar playing. I wonder where he learned to play guitar like that. He was a maniac. What else can I say about this? Well, let's talk about subscriptions while it's on my mind. If you're new to the channel, welcome. We talk about rock and roll here. And if you've been watching for some time and not yet subscribed, please do. Please hit the subscribe button. It benefits me and you. Join John Viev and myself, otherwise known as Team Paisano, on Monday night. We'll give the Pittsburgh Pirates head a Shake-a-Rooney, and it's only got about 53 or 54 slips of paper left in it. Been going on a solid 2.5 years of this, people. And we're definitely probably going to end up at around 3.5 years of vinyl talk. I'm going to have to think of a new name for the channel. It'll be Paisanos something or other. Paisanos CD and music talk. Paisanos cassette and music talk. Doesn't have the same ring. Maybe Paisanos music and media talk. I don't know. If you have any suggestions, feel free to chime in. I love comments. I love suggestions. And like I said, Monday night we'll give it a Shake-a-Rooney. John Viev will stick her hand in and draw an album. And next Saturday night, I will give you my honest and heartfelt thoughts on it, as always. Until then, YouTube, thank you and good night.